Hello friends, and welcome back to this series of astrophotography of Milky Way with the help of smartphone. In the previous video of this series I discussed about the important phone specifications, that is the phone's camera specifications and the applications that are helpful for capturing the images of Milky Way with the help of smartphone, and also the applications which are helpful for capturing the multiple images. Okay, so now it's the time to see the settings that we need to keep when we are under darker skies and when we are under light polluted skies for photographing the Milky Way with the help of phone. So in this video I am going to discuss about those settings, and also I will share some additional tips that you need to keep in mind when we are under different light polluted conditions. So in this video I am going to discuss about all these things, so please watch this video up to end so that all your doubts will get clear. And if you have not watched the previous 3 videos of this series, then I recommend you must watch those videos so that you will be able to know that what is Bortle scale, what is light pollution, how to find out darker skies for Milky Way around our surrounding, how to track the Milky Way with the help of stargazing application, and how to find the exact location of Milky Way in the sky. So all those details are discussed in the previous videos, so please I request that you must watch those 3 videos and then you continue watching this video so that you will be able to know how to capture the Milky Way very easily with the help of smartphone. After these videos the stacking process will start. So this is the last part of capturing this video will be the last part that will account for the capturing of Milky Way with the help of smartphone, and after that stacking portion will begin. So let's begin our today's video without wasting much time. So friends, let's first begin with the darker skies, that is your Bortle 1, 2 or Bortle 3 scale skies. So for darker skies you can keep the shutter speed either 20 seconds or 25 seconds. You have known that what is Pro mode, as I discussed in the previous videos of this series, that the Pro mode has these features like shutter speed, ISO, focusing option, then exposure verification and white balance. So in this Pro mode only we have the shutter speed and ISO. So the settings that you need to work is shutter speed and ISO. Make sure the focus is set to infinity. Whenever you want to capture the Milky Way or any star or constellation, we are assuming that that point or that object is very far from us, so we need to capture the point, or you can say we need to capture the light which is coming for a very distant object. So we have to keep the focus of the Pro mode to be infinite or maximum. So first thing is that you must set the focus to be infinite or maximum. Second thing, for darker skies, this focus is same for darker and light polluted skies because the focusing has to be maximum. Second thing is the shutter speed. See, for darker skies the shutter speed can be either 20 seconds or 25 seconds, and the ISO can be set in this range. For example, the ISO can be from 1600 to 3200 or above that, okay, depending upon the condition. See, this is not a one-time task, it is a trial and error method for few minutes, because once you have gone to an unknown location, for example let's say it is a dark sky, but you don't know what settings are best according to your phone and according to the image that you want. So you need to trial and error, you need to do some trials. For example, you first keep 20 second shutter speed, you keep ISO let's say 1600, 2000 or 3200. Okay, so you need to do some trial and error for different images. It will take about 3-4 minutes. So once you have known that yes, these are the settings that are good for this location, then you can start capturing the actual images of Milky Way. Once again I am repeating, this is not a single time task. Every time you want to capture Milky Way, you have to do a little bit trial and error before you start capturing the actual images, because sometimes what happens that sky might be clear or sky might not be clear, it might be hazy because of any pollution or let's say because of any dust particles. So you need to keep an account on the sky also, and that you will be able to know only when you have done this trial shots. Okay, so this is regarding darker skies. Once again I am repeating, the shutter speed can be either 20 seconds or 25 seconds. See, there are options where you can keep the shutter speed up to 30 seconds or 32 seconds, but that is not suitable because at 30 or 32 seconds trailing will start. Our earth is not steady, it is constantly rotating on its axis. Okay, so 30 seconds will be a much more time. So to get crisp, or you can say circle like stars, or you can say round stars, we need to keep the shutter speed low. Okay, not 30 or 32 seconds. So you can either keep 20 seconds or 25 seconds depending upon the trial and error method. Okay, so this was regarding the darker skies. One more tip I want to give is that sometimes trees might be coming in your image. So make sure the you know that wind is not blowing very fast. If the wind is blowing fast, then the leaves of the trees will not be steady, and as a result, when you will try to click the image, the shutter speed might be, let's say if the shutter speed is 20 seconds, and if the wind is blowing fast, then the leaves will not be steady, and for the 20 seconds duration the leaves will move. So the shutter will remain open for 20 seconds, but the leaves are moving, they are not steady, so that portion of the tree will look blurry. Okay, it will not be clear. Okay, as we are seeing with our eye. So that is not needed. Okay, so make sure if trees are coming, then you avoid if the wind is blowing fast. If the wind is normal, then you can capture it with the trees also. Okay, and make sure the foreground must be clear to get a better view of Milky Way and the landscape. Okay, so this was regarding the darker skies. Now let's see for the light polluted skies. For light polluted skies, I am talking about Bortle 5 and Bortle 6 and Bortle 4 also. See, for Bortle 4 and Bortle 5, you can try these settings. The shutter speed can be set from beginning with the 10 seconds and going up to 15 seconds. Okay, you can still go up to 20 seconds in Bortle 4, because I have photographed the Milky Way from Bortle 4 and I have used the shutter speed to be 20 seconds. But it is not every time correct, because sometimes the sky might not be clear. See, sometimes what happens that clouds are there and suddenly rain occurs. So what happens that after the rain is over, clouds get moved out of the sky gets crystal clear. It is very clear that you can see many stars and many constellations. I have experienced this. So if that condition happens in under Bortle 4 or Bortle 5, then you can increase the shutter speed. You must have that knowledge that yes, the sky is clear, so if the image looks dull or it is less bright, then you can increase the shutter speed a little bit to get a better image. Okay, so this is what light polluted skies. Once again I am repeating, the shutter speed should be in the range of 10 seconds, beginning with the 10 seconds and going up to 15 seconds. For ISO, you can start with 800 and you can go up to 1600, not beyond that, because beyond 1600 the image might have much noise. Okay, it might be very bright, so we don't want that. Okay, so that is for light polluted skies for Bortle 4 and Bortle 5. For Bortle 6 skies, I have not actually captured from Bortle 6, but if you want to capture from Bortle 6, then I can suggest that your shutter speed should be beginning with, let's say, 6 seconds and going up to 10 or 13 seconds. Okay, the shutter speed can be in the range of 6 seconds to 13 seconds, and the ISO, you can begin the ISO at, let's say, 400 and you can go up to 1000 or 1200 something. Okay, once again I am repeating, for Bortle 6 skies, the shutter speed should be 6 seconds to 10 seconds and ISO can be from 600 to 1000. Okay, one more tip for light polluted skies I want to give is that, see, light polluted skies are generally in the let's say suburban towns, or sometimes the Bortle 6 is generally a small city. Okay, not a metro city. So sometimes it might happen that when you are photographing the Milky Way, you might be on the ground, so the street lamps, then advertising hoardings, other lights that are interfering the view of the sky might be there. Communication cables are there. Okay, so with the wind, the communication cables will not be steady, and if they are coming in your image, then when you will stack those images, then that portion will not be very clear, it will look blurry. Okay, so we don't want that. So one tip which I want to give for light polluted skies is, please find out a heighted area, let's say the terrace of your house or terrace of your apartment, and please select that portion of where all these things are not there. For example, street lights are not there, any incoming any building or any apartment is not there, any communication tower must not be there. Okay, so for example, the Milky Way is rising behind the communication tower, then it will be difficult to stack that portion. Okay, so we need to use Photoshop then, and the process which I will be discussing in the stacking will be a very simple and easy task. Okay, so for Photoshop I will make another video, but at present my main aim is that even a beginner can learn how to stack the images, so I will not go to that level. So I will suggest that make sure the sky must be clear. Okay, the area in which the Milky Way is there, or you can shift to some other area. Okay, if anything is there in your view. So once again I am repeating, you must select a height area. Now regarding the timings, see, The timings of Milky Way rising is different. It starts from February, after mid February, and it continues up to mid October. Okay, so what happens is that if you try to capture in the later months, let's say August, September, October, then it will rise early. But it is not like that. Once the Milky Way is risen, let's capture it. You have to wait for some time till the sky gets completely dark. If the sky is hazy, if a light layer of clouds is there, then you can wait for some time till that layer gets over in the sky, or the clouds move in from the sky. Okay, so that is I want to tell that for example, if you are under darker skies, then you can start capturing after 9 o'clock if you want to capture in the later months, that is August, September or October. If you are in the light polluted skies, then I will suggest you can start capturing after 10 o'clock when the sky is almost dark. Okay, so that is one additional tip. And see, again I am saying this is a trial and error method. Make sure whenever you want to capture the Milky Way images, please take some trial shots, and once you know that these are the best settings for this location, then you can start capturing the additional images. See, I again discussed about the raw mode in the previous video of this series. So if your phone supports the raw mode, please take all the images in the raw mode, because after stacking the raw images, the output of the final image will be outstanding. I will show you some of my images in that, so that you will get to know that yes, even from light polluted skies, if you use the raw images for stacking, you will get very good result. So in the later part of this video, I mean in the ending part, I will show some of my images. Okay, so this was regarding the settings for darker skies and the light polluted skies for capturing the Milky Way with the help of smartphone. I hope that all your doubts get clear, but still if you have any doubt, then you can comment in the comment section below, or you can contact on the Instagram ID given in the description below. Also, I will give a link to all the 3 videos of this series, that is the previous videos in the description, from where you can watch it. Okay, so after this video I will begin with the stacking. So till then, stay tuned for more updates, and happy stargazing. Thank you for watching this video.